It's gaming time, and also the return of variety streams. Hey, welcome in, and congrats on being first, cat. Yeah. Wait, you are confused about things, so you got grumpy and you've been delaying. I mean, that happens to me all the time. Like, I procrastinate doing fun things all the time. Also, yeah, the lizards were very cute in that game, yeah. But before I start, like, obviously, first of all, how's your day been? I don't know if I've already asked that because, I forget things, even like 10 seconds after saying them. Also, yeah, I have not played this game in like over a month at this point. Like I was checking, like I played it on the 23rd and it's 28th, 1 month later, so that's going to be fun. Also, like I started stream, I was like really confused because my bitrate was really low. And then I realized, wait, you accidentally turned off your tablet trying to turn the volume up. Well, rip to that. Anyway, like I started stream and I was really confused because my bitrate was really low, but I didn't drop any frames. So I was like, okay, why is that? And then I remembered, hey, I just like 30 minutes ago changed some settings. Well, not turned off. I mean, I'm guessing you put it in standby, yeah, like the classic. But yeah, like I changed some settings in OBS. Like I talked about this in the beginning of the Hollow Knight stream, that I wanted to split up my audio streams, and it's apparently really easy, and I did that. The problem is, if you do that, like you have like a simple settings page, and then you can go into the advanced setting page, but switching over to that one, you lose all the settings you've already put in, which meant that I had like only less than half of the bitrate that I actually put in, so that just kind of confused me. Luckily I was able to switch that. I hope audio is fine. Like, I have genuinely no idea how it's going to sound on Twitch because it's the first time trying that. But this should allow me, should I ever make like a video on this, I can at least like properly edit it now, which is amazing, right? I also remember there used to be like a plugin that I used, like I tried something years ago, where you could actually like virtually assign different outputs, I guess, to different apps you're using. Like, for example, you can have one for a game and one for music, for example, and you can disable those. I just would have to install it again, and I'm gonna probably do that at some point, Audio's okay, you think? Well, at least, if it's not terrible, it's probably fine, I will listen to it like after the stream. It's not going to be the longest of streams just because I'm still very tired. It's been, I talked about this, like I've had like such a terrible sleep rhythm, and it just continues. Like yesterday, after university, I came home, like I watched a little bit of streams, and then I went to bed like at around 6:30 p.m. or something like that, and I woke up at like 2 a.m. and I've talked about this, but like 2 a.m. to like 4 a.m. is like my productive phase, which meant I woke up and was like instantly like, I have to do something, like I have to work, I can't go back to bed or something like that just to get like another hour or so in. And fix my sleep schedule. No, I have to actually sit down and work on stuff, and so I did that, today. Well, if only I could invest all this energy into my studies, that would be great, I guess. I should probably do that the next time I wake up very early, so. Oh, yes, it worked. Let's go. Hey, Jumper, welcome in. So yeah, like, I kind of announced it on Discord, I am basically done with, like, my editing stuff. Like, actually yesterday before university, because I also woke up so early and I had like a few hours before I actually had to go up, I looked through all the VODs and figured out when all my quotes were, because some of them just had like a wrong date in them, and like obviously I don't have timestamp for them, so I like opened like a new notebook, wrote all the timestamps down. I have like all of them except for the ones for the Titan Souls streams, because they are on my other disk that I have to like plug in, but it's just like 2 quotes. I can figure those out in like an hour or so, or less than an hour, just because like I can kind of figure out when quotes happened, But yeah, so I will probably upload that one next week, and I kind of want to finish the Breath of the Wild supercut this week. Like again, I kind of want to figure out like I say figure out. I still want to check out like a few ways to make thumbnails, because I have like one done, but I'm like not sure if this is like the perfect thumbnail. And there's like this weird setting in YouTube where you can upload like multiple thumbnails, and YouTube is just going to try it out and basically use the one that works the best. And it would be nice to have like at least 1 or 2 people watch that video after I spent so many hours on it, right? So yeah, I should probably do that. Hey, welcome in, Paxi. So yeah, I definitely want to do that, and then the week after I will probably upload the quotes video. It's just like 30 clips or so. I can completely do that in like just a few hours. But yeah, otherwise, like I'm gonna stream tomorrow and the day after, most likely, as long as, you know, my ISP plays nice. Also, I already asked Kat, but I should also ask you guys, how's your day been? While I'm rambling. Basically, where was I? Yeah, my ISP is going to do like some maintenance. And I am not sure if this is going to work and only be in the hours they are promising, because it's supposedly just going to be at night. So, hey Mona, welcome in. Also, how's your day been? How's the flight been? Yeah, the day is okay. Got a bit of a headache. Sorry to hear that. I've also had like weird headaches the whole day. I don't know, it's something with my neck. I don't know. Sometimes you have like these, I don't know, on a nerve where it just kind of feels awful. And yeah, so yeah. Anyway, it's going to be like a fun game, I hope, you know, very relaxing. At least from what I remember. Again, it's been a month, I barely remember anything. Like, I had to look through my whole notebook to find like my few notes that I actually made about the game. And also I had to kinda look through like the whole old VOD. I did that like for half an hour before I started stream, so. You just arrived in Stockholm? Waiting for your bags? Well, I hope everything is still there, and, you know, I hope you enjoy the rest of your journey, or at least, you know, don't suffer through it. You're reading your 6th book, plus 1 short story Saturday today. Wow, Murderbot Diaries. I'm guessing they're amazing. I should probably write that down at some point. You know what? One day I'm gonna start a book club, and you can recommend all the books that I will, you know, that you can force me to read or listen to. Because otherwise I will never get to it, you know? Sounds like amazing. Otherwise. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, this is like the first thing. Did I forget anything else? I feel like I'm basically done with like my announcements. You still can't decide what game to play next. Ooh, I mean... It's always like such a, you know, terrible question for me, because like I also have like a few games I want to play, but like the problem is, if it's like a game I want to play, I wouldn't recommend it to you, because then I can't watch your streams, you know? It's like kind of the the paradox here. So it really gives you vague Outer Wilds vibes, even though it doesn't actually share anything but space. I mean, you know, sometimes they're just stories that give similar vibes, even though they are absolutely not the same. But you would still, like, for example, if somebody likes this kind of story, recommend it, right? Even though they are not even close. So, I don't know. I might, you know, look into those. I've considered, like, getting, like, an Audible subscription again, just because, I used to have one. Like, I got it for, like, a few audiobooks that didn't exist in book format back in the day. And, you like, you know, you get, like, one free audiobook a month or something like that, and it was really fun. The annoying thing was just because I often didn't have the time to finish like a whole audiobook book in a month. You know, I kind of wasted those, and I just had to throw those codes basically against like some books I would never read otherwise. So the content is entirely different, but the emotional reaction is similar. I mean, I did like the emotional reaction in Outer Wilds, you know, there's a reason why I'm here, you know. I've talked about this, like Outer Wilds is kind of the thing that revived my love for games, so maybe it's the thing that's going to... Well, I don't want to say revive my love for books, because I do like books, it's just that I never have the time to read them, you know? That's like slightly different to that, but yeah. Again, like, and what was it? Murderbot Diaries. I'm gonna write that down. I mean, you know, I have a notebook, so why not use it? I will definitely not forget about it, you know? Totally, like, my brain is going to be on track. Most of the books are very short. Also sounds great. I don't know, like I talked about this every once in a while, but I actually have a seat I only use when I sit down to read. And I should absolutely get, like, my clothes off of there and read something, you know? I have, like, some time. The problem is, like, I always say, like, I have time, but obviously I have to prepare for, like, my uni exams a little bit. And Friday my Pathfinder campaign starts, so I still have to finish my prep work for that, because obviously I procrastinated most of it. Because the annoying part is, I had, like, a really fun idea for a campaign. The problem with that campaign is that it only works after a little bit of setup. And I have to still do like the setup session basically. Like it's going to be like 1 or 2 sessions, and I just have to sit down and write down what I want to do, and you know. You just finished Animal Well? Okay, somebody just deleted stuff. Can't believe it. I just read the beginning. I was so confused there for a second. I thought like there wasn't really a spoiler in there. But yeah, like Animal Well is actually on my list of games I want to play next. But I feel like it's probably going to be a game once I finish Obra Dinn. Like one of those kinds of games, because from what I've heard, it's like a really like one of those puzzle games that's going to use like a little bit of brain power, and it's kind of, you know. Wait, mod out of control. Yeah, that's true. Mod, ban the mod. No, it's fine. And also, second message was just you wanted to mention about like that you wanted to start Outer Wilds, which I do recommend. Outer Wilds is great. You should absolutely play it. Everyone should play it. You know, I still have to get a Jumper to actually stream it. So yeah, absolutely. Also, first time out, very excited. Very, very exciting. Yeah, I know, it's on the list, and I'm going to sit in your stream and like complain about you not playing it. You have to wait for Cat to finish Outer Wilds before you can start it. So you're actually going to restart it. I thought you didn't want to play it again. It's like kind of how it sounded like the last time we talked about it. Or like restart. I mean, you know, if you start streaming it, I am definitely going to sit in your streams, you know. I'm going to unfollow after I see how you play puzzle games. You know, I've seen some of my friends play puzzle games. Like, without spoiling something, I've seen a friend of mine, like I watched him over Discord, and I'm gonna probably tell Kat which message it is, because the guy was reading 2 sentences of a message, stared at it for like 10 minutes, and completely ignored the second sentence in there, and it just frustrated me so much. So yeah. Wait a second. You're just not going to tag people on mobile from now? Wait, did you try the like there's like the sliding motion to like reply to people, and that bans someone? Oh, why? Anyway, but yeah, definitely Outer Wilds is like one of those games that's worth buying full price technically, but you know, if you want to wait for a sale, it doesn't actually hurt, especially if you also want to get the DLC. But you know, like we kind of talked about it while you were playing Alien Isolation, that there's like, I say similar vibes to the DLC in that one, but you know, you would be on a tight budget for the next 3 months. IRL socializing, I don't know, it's like really crazy. You're always talking about it, but you already have the counter for all the times that the socializing didn't work, so I don't know. You tried to click in the name and the menu just kept changing. Well, that sucks. Yeah, Twitch sometimes does things. I just want to try that horror DLC that I sold you on. You should play the base game first. That's all I'm gonna say. But it's definitely valid. But again, like, I very much loved it. I hate horror games, and I loved the DLC of Outer Wilds. Also loved everything else about Outer Wilds, but like the DLC is such a special game because, you know, it managed to make like... And again, it's like not a full horror game or anything, but it's definitely like they give a horror warning. And it definitely changed the way I think about horror. Let's put it like that. I always use the ads to reply on mobile because you can't reply like you do on a desktop. I do the same. To be fair, I really hate typing. Like, this is like a minor thing. Like, I switched my phone recently. Like, I talked about this. And this phone, even though I set it up that it has a German keyboard, does not have a German keyboard, which is one of the reasons why I hate typing with it. The only reason why I actually like this phone is that it was only like less than 200 bucks. I think it's or like around 200 bucks. I got it like on sale. And it works for everything I need to use it for, you know? Which is basically just being a password manager as well as having like a web browser on it. So, yeah, it doesn't have QWERTY. That's like really annoying. Oh no, wait. Actually, I managed to get it to have that QWERTY, but for example, it doesn't have like the umlaute, obviously. So I always have to hold A, for example, to get to you know? As an example, so like typing in German is like such a pain on there. And obviously, like, all the keys are like slightly shifted to the side, so... a second. The theory of why your success of strongly hyped games right now on the internet is that you get so much stuff shoved in your face, claims that amazing, mind-boggling, best shit ever. Yeah, definitely. And you feel like now that something gets recommended to you, the more sus you get of them. I mean, here's the thing. I never recommend games. So like literally, like Outer Wilds is the only game I mostly blindly recommend because it's like a game that was so special to me. It's resonated with me in such a special way from the gameplay side and the lore side and the story and like all the emotional baggage in there, you know. That's kind of unbelievable. And I generally otherwise don't really like, this is like the one game I recommend, and otherwise I really need to know people to recommend stuff, whether it be like a show or anything else. I generally only have like one thing I generally recommend blindly. So yeah, what was I? You feel that way about Animal? Absolutely lived up to the hype. I have heard some amazing things about it, and again, mostly like I obviously heard that people really enjoyed it, but I also heard that it's like one of those games. How do I say it without like spoiling stuff? But the way the puzzles in their work is supposedly like really interesting, and from what I heard, like it's definitely up my alley. So I'm typing on your phone because the tablet is clunky. Yeah, yeah, not the umlaute exactly. Yeah, I also don't really like typing on tablet. I don't know, there's just something. It's like a regular keyboard, right? Like, I never look at keys to type, for example. Obviously, like, I type so much I couldn't really do that or keep up with, like, what I'm typing. Which means that my keys have to be in a specific position so I can properly type. Which is, like, really annoying, because especially if you're playing, like, older games. I remember the last time that happened and really annoyed me was when I played a little bit of Morrowind, where when you play the English version, you can't use a German keyboard, which means that Z and Y, for example, are flipped. And you always have to think about that and like where all the other keys are, so. Finnish keyboard is great even without the umlaute, okay. Though you don't have Ü. Yeah, you have to hold the letter for, okay. This is like kind of how I do it on my phone. So. Well, here's the thing. I did not think that you didn't like, would not enjoy Outer Wilds. I absolutely thought that I'm gonna say like the lore and all that stuff is like great for you. I just thought that there are certain things in the base game I thought you might struggle with. Like those are things like I talked about it. Like I get like really motion sick from the game, or like got really motion sick for like the first few hours. And I'm more talking about the DLC. Like that didn't sound that amazing. Like I don't know how you deal with motion sickness, you know. So yeah. Yes, currently you want to go and play Outer Wilds, and as long as it doesn't get shoved in your face too much, then okay. Yeah, definitely. Like the truth about the motion sickness is, it only went away like after 10 hours for me. You never struggled, you've never made a mistake. Well, I mean, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, like I feel like we're talking about like multiple games, but yeah, I can imagine like still back to Animal Well. Yeah, I can definitely see how this is going to be an amazing game. And again, I'm looking forward to it. I wanna play it. Like my current plan for like I'm gonna like I called them like big brain puzzle games that give me headaches, is that I'm gonna finish Obra Dinn, but I'm gonna do it like in local recordings instead of streaming it, just because I feel it's like such a terrible game for streaming. Like you can't really chat with people while doing it because you need to concentrate on the game. And if you wanted to chat about the game with like people, then obviously they are likely going to spoil you or stuff like that. So not getting timed out was perfectly intentional. Obviously, I mean, exclamation mods, don't forget it. Exclamation mods, always posted. Clearly the tablet's fault. Where was I? So like, again, like my idea for the big brain puzzle games is basically, I want to finish Obra Dinn. Then I want to play Chants of Sennaar. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Because that's also like one of those language games where you build like a language kind of thing. Or like you don't build it, but you figure it out. That sounded like really interesting. And then I want to go to Animal Well. Those are like the puzzle games in that order. And like there are going to be like some other games that I want to play in between, but you know. You hate when people hype up games I love? I mean, kind of. I see where it comes from. Like when you overdo it, you definitely have like kind of the problem that I mentioned it when I played Death's Door. That like at the end of the game, I came out and thought like this game was kind of overhyped by the Death's Door Union. I know it's like kind of a meme that the Union came out, and I thought it would be like some sort of life-changing experience because of it. And it really wasn't that. It was just like a fun game, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. But the hype behind it in the community kinda was too much, I guess, and I expected too much out of the game. The difference to Outer Wilds is kind of that everyone who tells you that you have to play it, it's just like, you gotta play it. Like we won't tell you why, but you gotta play it, you know? That's like the whole thing. You're just playing the chance on the plane today? Wait, what? That's cool. I mean... Wait, you're being sarcastic? I'm not being sarcastic. That's like the whole thing. Like, if people hype up games you love, like... Again, like, it kind of depends. If you're talking to people who have already played the game, obviously you can be as positive about games as you want to be. I will never be positive about games because I'm a very cynical person. But if you do that to people that you want to convince to play a game and then it doesn't not live up to the hype, then you're kind of damaging the game, basically. You need to play Death's Door too, so... That's true. Like, this is definitely on me that I misread that because it kind of became, like I call it like a meme, right? Like, people just started talking about, like, how, you have to play it, and it kind of became a meme, and, like, the meme kind of got overblown, and this is the reason why I kind of expected more from the game than was ever promised, but this is, like, also partially on me, right? So... and, like, otherwise, like, I don't feel like Death's Door is, like, such a well-known game. Like, I like to look into, like, my friends, like friend lists on Steam, for example, and always look at, like, the games, what they have been playing, because there are, like, a lot of my friends actually play a lot more games than I do, and nobody has ever heard about Death's Door, which is amazing, because, like, I talked about this, like, my Pathfinder campaign that is coming up, like, next week, is very much inspired by parts of Death's Door. So, you know, I can just steal it, they will never be the wiser, which is the best thing. I do that, like, all the time, like, I always steal from, like, media. And I'm always very surprised when then I get a player who actually has experienced that piece of media and just doesn't realize it, which is always the most fun. You got your bags, you're gonna get an Uber, and yes, see you later. I hope you come home safe, and, you know, I hope you enjoyed the travels, and we can definitely talk about this, like, next time. So. What else did I miss? It's so foggy outside today, very spooky. Like, recently it was, like, really foggy where I live. Also, like I could barely see, like, my neighbor's house. Like, not this week, but, like, 2 weeks ago especially, was, like, really, like I said, terrible, but I don't actually leave the house enough to have, like, problems with it. It just looks very spooky and very cool, actually, so. Anyway, yeah. We've been blabbering on for, like, 30 minutes. Like, obviously, I love talking and stuff, but I also don't want to stream for too long, so I'm probably going to start the game in just a second, which is obviously like a spoiler warning for people who care about that. You can barely see outside the window, and your brain tries to correct your vision when you do. Oh, that reminds me, there recently was a Jacob Geller videos. If you don't know that YouTuber, I should probably post that link at some point. It's like a YouTuber that I've been watching. Really funny story. I actually have to go into that channel because it's like a really important channel in, like, my... Well, how do I describe it? I feel like I need to just tell the story instead of making, like, some sort of comparisons here. Basically, there was, like, a recent video that he made about, like, darkness and how, like, your brain basically tries to put in sounds and visuals, basically, if it's devoid of, like, certain senses. It's like basically like a video about, like, darkness mostly, when, like, people are inside in a complete darkness, how they are quick to imagine other people, for example, being there, right? Like, where the whole fear of the dark comes from, but also, like, noises and, like, how people try to, in experiments, basically lock themselves into darkness in dark caves where nothing else is inside of them. And that's actually really fascinating. So yeah, I should probably pause that video in Discord at some point, just because it's really cool, and I had to think about that. Obviously, you know, that guy basically just does, like, a lot of videos. Mostly they're, like, influenced by video games. Like oftentimes he plays like a game and he's like, oh, there's like an artistic expression that I think about a lot, and then he combines it with like poetry and music and all that stuff, and movies to make like a through line to talk about like, I guess, the human experience. Let's call it that. It's really fascinating, and that is like one of the funniest. Like, I actually have to continue that story why I think that channel is so important. Like in my, I'm gonna call it like development for now. Like it's gonna make sense in a second. So, have you ever heard about like the butterfly effect? I hope, right? Like it's a really fascinating thing to think about, right? Like the whole idea that like there's a butterfly and it flaps its wing, and like on the other side of the world, because of a lot of effects, there's like a tornado now, right? Like that kind of effect. Obviously, that's hyperbole, kind of. But have you ever thought about like back into like a past to like some random event that happened that is the reason why you're here now, basically? Right, like in a butterfly effect sense. Because I have done that. And the reason why I am here now streaming to you guys is because in the early 2000s, I think it's in the early 2000s, the game Shadow of the Colossus released. A game I have never even played. And I've only ever seen like tidbits of, and it sounds like really fascinating. But yeah, this game is basically why I'm here. Because this game was made, basically, right? It's like a game about like, I think the story is like, you're some guy and you try to resurrect some lady and you have to kill a lot of titans for that. It's basically the plot of Titan Souls, but in 3D and for the PS2. One story comes to mind, but you have to put a trigger warning in front of that first. Depending on the trigger warning, it might be something better used for the Discord. But I would love to hear the story without like stopping you here. Where was I? So basically, that's the game that exists. And in that game, there were like basically a few mysteries left that could never be figured out. There are like certain lines they found, and I thought they could open like some sort of vault in the game, and nobody has ever figured out how to. And like after 15 years or so, they started data mining, and at some point figured out that there wasn't actually anything, you know, important at the end. You're gonna read and passively cheat by getting ideas from seeing... wait, what? By getting ideas, wait, what? Anyway, I hope you enjoy your lurk. Where was I? I want to say something. So basically there was like this vault they wanted in, like it wasn't a proper vault, but there was like some secret. And they figured out via data mining that there wasn't actually a secret. And Jacob Geller made a video about that, which was like one of his first videos, like first 10 videos or so. And that was a video I watched and I really enjoyed. And then I clicked like on his channel and was like, oh yeah, there are like other videos, it's really interesting. Like I really love, especially long video essays about topics I had no idea about. It's like just a hobby. Like if you have like a 10-hour video there about like a series I've never even watched, I'm gonna click it, you know? That's like the general rule. Ideas about what to do in the game? I mean, sure, let's call that cheating, sure. Okay, unless you're talking about this game, yeah, definitely, that's cheating. It depends on the CC, but same. Wait, what? The what CC? There's like 3 people who made topics you don't care about, but you enjoy the vids. Oh, content creator. Yeah, took me a moment. Yeah, but I also do that for like, you know, people I've never even watched. Like, I'm gonna talk about this later because otherwise I will never finish the story. So basically, I watched that video, looked at the catalog of other videos that the guy made, and one of the videos was about Outer Wilds. And that video, like the way he talked about it, like he didn't really... To be fair, I would not recommend that video for somebody who has a better memory than I do, because he actually spoils like minor things about it. And basically I watched that and the game stuck in my mind all the time. And it was like back in the time where I didn't actually play video games because, you know, like I was kind of a workaholic and kind of, gonna be completely honest, kind of depressed. And I didn't actually play games during that time. But like I got better after some time. And I was like, I want to play a game And Outer Wilds still stuck like in the back of my mind, even though I barely remember anything except for like one minor spoiler, and like I'm gonna call it like one minor spoiler, one thing you can figure out quite quickly, which is like a minor mechanic of the game, and one other thing which actually is like a late game spoiler in that game, but it was like so devoid of context that I only figured out what it was like the moment I was in the exact position, basically. And that's the reason why I played the game, right? And because I played the game, I found like Ryan's community, and because of Ryan's community, you know, I got like more active again online, because like, again, like I was an introvert online, basically. I never chatted, like I've been watching Twitch streams for so many years, and the last time before I started joining, or like before I joined Ryan's community, like the last time I chatted before then was probably like a 2014 or something like that. That was like so many years ago. It might have been even on Aunt. Like the streaming site before Twitch, like where does like owned as an own 3D, right? Like spelled like that. But I don't. Does that website still exist? I have no idea. But like that was basically the last time I chatted on like any live streams or like made YouTube comments or anything like that. And Ryan's community basically was like so supportive that I kind of joined into that one. Became like, I'm still not an extrovert, right? I'm still very introverted as a person. But I still, like, you know, started chatting, and that made me join, like, the Minecraft server, like the original one. And that made me join, like, the last Minecraft server, which also made me start streaming, because I wanted to stream the events, because Ryan couldn't stream, obviously. Which then led me to really enjoying streaming, and, you know, this kind of is the reason why I'm here now, you know? Yeah, Ryan is definitely the one whose emotes we use. We have, like, an exclamation Ryan for that, but, yeah. The one with that look. I mean, yeah, it's like it's the purple guy, like up here in chat. Yeah, that's like the community. Like a lot of people who watch here are part, like most of them actually, are part of his community. Like we're like kind of an offshoot of that one. And yeah, all that stuff. Still very cool community. You know, I can always recommend. And basically, I found his Outer Wilds Let's Play, got into the community via that one on Twitch. Nowadays, I'm more of a Twitch watcher than a YouTube watcher, just because I don't have the time to do both. And yeah, this is like kind of the reason why I'm streaming here. Right, I kind of went out of, you know, out of my shell a little bit. Also, like a mixture of that one, and obviously I took an English course like 2 semesters by this time ago, and it kind of was like a way for me to practice English. So, you know, this is kind of the reason why I'm here. It's this game that was developed in the early 2000s that I've never played. Yeah, I think it's always fun to think about. There are actually like a lot of those moments in my life that are like those small moments that really shaped who I am, basically. But most of them are not as fun as the story, so I'm just gonna stay with that one. But yeah. What else did I want to say? And also, this is like, you know, separate from the story that I just told. Basically talking about long video essays. Like, I actually have a lot of YouTubers that I'm following that do like long video essays. And a lot of the time it's like about like games, and they do like a, I don't know, 8+ hour analysis of a game. And, you know, it's like, it's just nice to listen to on the side, or like about like a TV show I used to watch like years ago, or like didn't even watch, and I'm just, you know, kind of along for the ride, basically. Not even getting what this is all about. But yeah. Anyway, I mentioned that I wanted to start like 10 minutes ago. I feel like I really need to switch over to the game now. Let me pause the music and then we can switch over. Where am I opening the game? And it's this screen here. Okay, now. It's been so long, let me take a sip. Okay, now to actual gameplay, you know? This is Haven. It's a game that Pexi recommended to me. It's a very cute story about like this couple over there who fled a weirdly oppressive civilization. I don't know, I wouldn't call it like post-apocalyptic. It's just very bureaucratic from what it sounds like. And they escaped to like a lost planet, and they are trying to live their life there. And last time, like they basically have like a spaceship that they, you know, repurpose. Like it's not made to fly like long distances, or I kind of forgot what it's all about. Because I haven't played this game like over a month again. Like I played it last before Christmas. And last time, like I tried to remember what happened. Basically, we collected the flow. I still don't really know what the flow is, but it's here. And then we are like on floating islands. They kind of crashed. That kind of destroyed our ship, and we need to repair it now. This is like basically what I remember. Also have like some lore notes here, so we are probably going to talk about that soon. Also, I remember that I didn't particularly enjoy the comment. I normally try to not give reviews of games, but I feel like it would be more fun to talk about stuff while it's happening. I'm gonna try that for like a few more games. Wait, true, that's like the last thing. Can I jump?
It's all straightened out. Everything's tidy and clean.
Besides us, that is.
Yeah, we are kinda stinky.
Oh wait, I can pause. I completely forgot that. Can I jump? I can float. We tried this back in 2020. But I can't remember if you liked it. But I mean, I guess if you stay here, maybe you remember more, you know?
Off to the shower then?
Ah, Bloot.
What is it?
I just mobbed the bathroom.
Oh. Do you think we can marinate another 10 to 15 minutes in our own filth?
Honestly, can do.
Ah yes, people being filthy. Only locking 2.5 points for floating. Basically, yeah. Also, you know, but like more serious. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest here. Like, after I finished last stream with this game, I kind of felt like I would have preferred this as like a comic or like a book. This is like kind of how I stand currently about this game. Maybe the gameplay is going to improve. Like, the story is very cute, and I very enjoyed that stuff. But like, the gameplay is just kind of, you know, it's kind of there. It exists. But it's not something I, at least until now, had felt like I really wanted to continue with that. But again, like maybe it's going to drastically change now that we basically finished the tutorial, I'm guessing. And I'm really looking forward to seeing like more of that, so. One of those games, I mean, kind of. It's like a bit more than a walking simulator, I would say. Like there's a little bit of gameplay in there, but like, you know, I can show the combat later on. And hey, welcome in Lambrecht. This might be the only part of the game you've seen Plexi play. You're doomed to have a very limited knowledge of Haven. Well, a rip to that, you know? Anyway, how's your day been? Should probably cook. Wait a second, can I not? I mean, I can just cook something. I completely forgot the recipes. I have that stuff. Sure, let's... I guess... What would I call it? Oh, spicy apple dew, yeah. Exactly. Look at them cooking. Let them cook, chat. Let them choke. Let's put it into the fridge. It's probably fine, right? I remember we had like some more food. Let's check that one out. Do I need to eat currently? I don't think so. Wait. Inventory. Doesn't tell me somewhere. Status? Okay, you actually want to eat. Okay. Also, I remember being really confused last time because, like, the game tells you that you should pack some food and some medicine, but you can't use it while you're outside, which is still something that really confuses me. Anyway, I'm gonna eat some spicy apple dew. It's going to be delicious and nutritious.
People always make a big deal about salty sweet, but never peppery sweet, which it turns out is delicious.
Anything would seem delicious to you, seeing your diet in the last few days.
True, but don't let that take away from your cooking talents.
You're just wanting to finish my plate, aren't you?
Since you're offering.
I feel like I definitely feel like we had those scenes last time. I'm guessing this was like probably the last thing we did, and it's, you know.
What are you looking for?
My necklace, you know, with the medal.
Okay, I definitely remember having to look for the medal. I thought it was, you know, something that happened slightly earlier. What's the last place you saw it?
Where was the first place you looked for it? I'm asking because you usually find things in the first place you looked.
Where it's supposed to be, around my neck. And it's not around my neck.
All right. I'm just trying to help.
If you want to help me look for it.
I'm looking. You know we'll find your medal eventually. The nest isn't that big.
What if I lost it outside?
Yes. That would be a problem. Worst case scenario, we can make another one. Which do you want? Medal for best cook? For distinguished service under the sheets?
You don't understand. I've always had that medal. Since I was a baby. This is the last memory I have of my parents.
Okay. In that case... and you never take off your medal?
No. Except when I shower, I guess. The string doesn't do well in water.
So? Did you check out the shower area?
Huh.
I think this is so relatable. Let's be honest.
You're the best, you!
It's not like there was a lot of competition.
Rose Canada. I mean, you know, he's just easily distractible, okay? That's like something different. It's very relatable, okay? Anyway, I feel like this was the last thing we did last time, so. You're just hanging. Hey, we can celebrate.
All right. You can open your eyes. Surprise anniversary!
Huh?
I meant to say surprise and then I thought, happy anniversary. I panicked.
Whose anniversary is it?
It's our anniversary. 1 month on Source.
I mean, you know, already? It's definitely something. Clearly, you're the pinnacle of intelligence. I mean, definitely.
Already?
Yeah, I mean, give or take a few days.
It went by fast.
Yeah, remember the time we almost died crashing on this planet?
And the time we almost died in an earthquake?
Ah, and the time we almost died fighting that critter?
I hope this is only the beginning. And that I'll have many more chances to almost die with you.
Aren't you a charmer? So, are you gonna open your present? Well, our present.
Sure.
Upgrades.
Uh-huh. What is it?
Fermented apple juice. I stuck them in the soaker tub to accelerate the process. I'm calling it Apple Brew.
Do you think that it's any good?
Well, worst case scenario, we just wasted some apple juice. No big deal.
Should we open it now?
We can open it whenever you want.
To us.
To us.
Look at those strings.
Hey, that's really good actually.
That's really strong, too. Do you remember the first time you talked about leaving the apiary?
Of course. I'd had a shouting match with my mom. I was just angry.
No, before that.
Before?
We had landed the nest on a hilltop, we were stargazing, and you said, "Come on, let's go." I haven't stopped thinking about it since that day. I think that's what pushed me to dig into the Astro Company archives, which led me to find the coordinates of Source. I wanted to be ready for the day.
Wait, when was that?
I don't remember. Right at the beginning, you and your mom got in a fight. You hopped into the nest at night, and you picked me up at my house.
Was that when we went to the uplands?
Yes, the uplands. That's it.
Oh, Flute, I remember. It was in Frocember. It was super cold out. I was freezing. I just wanted to get back into the nest. That's why I said, let's go. And since you didn't respond, I thought you wanted to stay outside. So I didn't push it. I actually caught a beast of a cold that night.
Wait, so that means if I hadn't misunderstood that night...
So first of all, yeah, definitely so much shade on apple juice. To be fair, you know, apple juice are the best, you know. They're half apple at least. Also, like, talking about why I think this is better than a comic. This is actually not the gameplay I'm complaining about, right? Like, if it were like a visual novel itself, that would probably also be fine. Like, I've never really played visual novels, but I could see myself enjoying it for that, you know, that reason. But there's actually still a gameplay side to it that just kind of, like, at least the tutorial kind of just existed. And we're going to see that, like, after we're done with, like, all those scenes. Right.
It wouldn't have changed a thing.
Well, still, that means we would have never known about Source. We would have never come all the way here.
I'm not buying your story.
Huh?
Why were we stargazing that night? You spent the entire night pointing out this and that constellation to me, wondering if there might be other inhabitable planets outside of the apiary. Other forms of life? You were completely obsessed with the sky. I was even trying to open up about my issues, but you barely listened. And off you went again, chattering about the comets, the microorganisms, or whatever. So, keeping in mind that you had access to this data about Source, and the fact that you are Kay, do you really think you would have never stumbled upon this planet anyway?
You might be right. Was I really that annoying?
Yes. I came to see you that night because I needed someone. I had nowhere else to go. But at the time, I regretted it. I was actually thinking it would be the last time we saw one another. But you insisted. And the following week, you came to see me in the evening with your little homemade cookies. We chatted all night, and I do believe that is when I fell in love.
I know we're jumping here off topic and on topic all the time, but yeah, like the funny thing about like the Stray Gods, the role-playing musical, I think that was the first game I saw you play actually. Like only a few minutes. I think it was like the end of a stream where I was like checking out like the self-promo channel and I saw you stream, which is kind of funny. Like I don't really know what it's about, but I saw that in the list. Like you recommended some games at some point, and I was like, I actually recognize like 90% of the games on that list, and I was like, oh, why do I recognize that name? Because it's definitely not a game that I recommended or like ever played. Like I mostly recognize, not recommend, obviously. Recognize the role-playing musical part about that, so... You don't remember me being there? I was only lurking, don't worry about it. I tend to lurk most of the time. You know, like we talked about it, I'm like an online introvert even. Most games were played on a stream, so yeah, that it kind of makes sense. It's just kind of funny because you had like this long list and I was like, oh yeah, like I at least saw bits of all of those games on your stream, so... That was fun. Anyway, the cookies were very important, by the way.
Really? The cookies? That's what made you fall in love?
In my defense, they were some excellent cookies. But no, idiot, it wasn't the cookies. It was the thoughtfulness. I was sick, my nose was all swollen, croaking voice. I was a mess. And you just showed up, without me asking. I'd only known you for barely 3 weeks. You took care of me. You baked me some cookies. You stayed and chatted all night, even though it was pretty clear nothing would happen. And you kept on making me laugh, even though it hurt every time I laughed. I hated you.
What was it? Did you fall in love, or did you hate me?
Well, they're not mutually exclusive. Kinda like salty sweet.
Here, give me a taste.
Ooh, new gliding tricks. Has that happened last time? Did I take like other options, which is why I got like new abilities? I don't know. I don't actually remember. Again, it's been like a month. Where was I? Jumps level 2. Okay. Max HP, nice. Like I'm at this point kind of wondering because like we sometimes have like those moments where it's like one of the characters has like their a confidence boost or something like that. I am wondering if the boosts that we just got are related to my answers basically in the, like I'm gonna call it like the visual novel portion of the game. Obviously rhetorical question, but that would be interesting to figure out. Or maybe it's just like, you know, something standard. Anyway, you're just gonna sit here. And again, I feel like we've had all the stuff before, so I feel like we can just skip to the night and continue the game the next day. Wait, do I still need to heal? Cure... No, wait, I should probably check the stats here. Did you get healed? Am I blind? Status? You did not get healed. No, wait. I remember, like this was like the last thing I did basically last stream. I healed and you was full life last time. And Kay was not. I remember that. But this time both aren't full life, so apparently that also didn't save. Which kind of makes sense again, like we skipped kind of. I'm still not gonna heal. Like medkits are important, you know? Can't just waste them. Have a good night's rest. By the way, this is actually a weird camera angle, I have to say. Like, just because it's shaking, I feel like I'm actually...
What's this rocky chunk got to say?
Like, I feel like I'm actually there with, like, a shaky camera, and that kind of feels awkward if you ask me. But hey, maybe I'm just overthinking it.
Well, for starters, it says it's not a rock.
Really?
Just perving on them, I like to watch the romances unfold. All the cuddling.
It's not living, is it?
No, it's not mineral or organic.
So, what is it?
Going straight to the hard questions. But that is not how science works.
How does it work, then?
First of all, you formulate a hypothesis. Then you build an experiment to test this hypothesis. You observe, and you learn.
Okay, then what have you learned?
That I'm lacking imagination regarding hypotheses? One thing we know for sure is that rust particles scatter immediately when in contact with flow. I'd like to observe this reaction more closely.
You can do that next time. Right now, you should go to bed.
Already? What time is it?
No idea. But I know I'm sleepy. And I want my snuggles before I crash.
Gotcha.
By the way, we have like the same position like here, just sitting like I'm like on the table, like sitting like this. Oh, stuff is happening. Oh. But yeah, this is like kind of my favorite pastime activity. This is also why I'm awake at night, basically, right? So, you know, I'm charging the camcorder during the day and then, you know, going out at night. Clearly. So you're just relaxing here? Let's check out the outside. I feel like we are going to have to do a lot of stuff. Also, we still have like the globe, so I'm guessing we can probably fly around later on in the
We'll
game.
never be able to take off in these conditions. We absolutely have to finish repairing the nest.
Thanks for letting me know.
I guess we can do that now. Anyway, we can't. Wait, I can actually sprint. Interesting. Just realized that. I feel like this is also the sprint button like in regular gameplay. I guess let's just exit. I'm just still gonna pick up all the stuff that I have here because it doesn't, like, I don't see like any detriment to not picking it up or bringing it. Either way. Also very adorable little piece of art over there. Still over there. One day, you know, one day I will remember that a camera does not work like a mirror. That's not today though. So let's go already.
We just need to find stuff to repair the nest now.
We just need to?
Really? On the planet?
Hey, isn't that Oink?
Oh, oink. Wait, scratch was just...
That is definitely him. That's Oink.
What's happening, big guy? Why are you here? You missed us, didn't you?
I bet he felt lonely on his empty islet.
You do realize that we can't take you along on our journeys, don't you? That would be too exhausting for you.
But you can stay with us next to the nest if you want.
No funny business, though.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what we needed. Look at him. Look at Oink. Adorable. 10 out of 10 game. You can actually scratch the dog. I mean, basically dog. Anyway. Just because we've talked so much today and I'm making like zero progress, like we are literally now at the point where I ended last stream, I'm gonna actually play instead of, you know, I can't just stop, you know. I have to like give me like another 15 seconds, okay, you know. 7.5 because of floating, basically, yeah. Now here, like this is the floating, and I can do like flips, for example. Also, I can switch characters.
Following?
Why wouldn't I?
Wait, how did I switch characters? Okay, this. You also didn't. Yeah, you only did this move.
If you were trying to shake me, you failed.
Yeah, they're shaking. Okay, I kind of have to remember
You
stuff
know,
now.
you can use these boots for drifting. It makes faster turns.
Sorry. I'm still not completely used to this model.
Wait, which key was drifting? Was it just like that?
I think we scared them.
Scared what? I don't know, I'm just gonna follow the flow.
What just happened?
Wait.
It broke. Seems like our anti-grav boots aren't powerful enough to lift us on top of the airflows.
Could you tune them up?
Not without the proper tools.
Interesting, there are upgrades now. Talking about upgrades, there was... Where's the thing where I can see what I still need? Is it the thing over here? No. There was like some machine I remember. Was it just up here? Repair?
Before we start fixing anything, we'll need to find the replacement parts.
Okay, we do have like a lot of this rust stuff. So. And definitely, like Nintendo should definitely learn from this game. Let's be honest. Being able to pet pets, I mean, come on. It's like in the name. Anyway, I don't actually remember which direction I should go. But I will pick up some
I
Apple
thought
Dew.
you knew where you were going.
I know very well where I'm going. Same place as you.
Well, I mean, but I am, you know, going first. It doesn't make sense. I don't know if there's like a map or something like that later on, or if I just have to remember all the places. This might have been, yeah, I feel like this is the place we went through first. Also, the island is completely clean already, so I feel like I've been here before. Also, I still don't, like, there was like the whole tutorial at the beginning about flow, but I still feel, you know, like things are missing. Aha, you're saying Tama already? You know, I'm gonna look at things, you know? If you say Tama again. Can't just do that. It's crazy. I'm just gonna check out all the islands, you know? What's the worst that could happen? I just remember there was like one island we were...
So, what's the plan exactly? Walking right back to this dead end?
What?
This is the path we took when we were separated from the nest. There's nothing there.
Ah, Bloot. I might have been a bit distracted. Should we turn around then?
Whatever works for you.
Relatable. Oh wait, this is the last place we were. Like, I remember the structure. You know, so I guess this one's fine then. Like, I remember we had like one island that we were still definitely not done with when I finished, because we took so much damage. So I didn't want to continue. Also was getting late, I think. Something like that.
Let me know when you want to lead, alright?
Sure will. Look at those moves. Also like the little thingy like in the bottom right corner, like whenever like we're in a loading screen. Just walking. Being a derp. Okay, first of all, I remember there were like some...
Huh.
Why'd you stop?
I have a stowaway on my sleeve.
A bug?
Better. A seed. It must have hooked on when we brushed past the plant.
And it just so happens it chose the one with the green thumb. Clever seed.
Natural selection doing its work?
Do you think you're gonna plant it?
What do you think?
Yeah, I don't even know why I asked.
If we find enough of them, we could start a little vegetable patch at the nest.
I vote yes.
Motion approved unanimously. Just need to find some more seeds.
Easy enough, don't you think?
Not so sure. If these plants have few natural predators, they might have somewhat of a slow reproductive process. We'll just need to keep an eye out.
You know what? This is something I actually wanted to say earlier. I still very, very much enjoy like the language they're using in here. Like they have like certain terms they're using to describe things, but obviously Hablut. It's great.
Ugh, Bloot. Are we really gonna butcher our eyesight looking for seeds? That sounds fun.
We could always make it a little more interesting.
Like how? Skipping on one foot or something?
I was thinking more like a small contest.
Oh, no. You know you can't get me started with stuff like that.
Precisely. Considering your keen competitive sense, I'm sure we'll have a vegetable patch very soon.
Oh yeah? So you're using me?
Is that a problem?
Not if I win.
So let's go.
I mean, that's a way to get some work done, I guess. I also like challenges and also dislike autocorrect.
Where's our thunderous applause?
Okay, but I feel like we completed this island then, though, right? Okay, I kind of remember this. I feel like we completely cleaned that one. Maybe not, you know. Cursing without cursing. That's true. First of all, I do love that, you know, all the flips and I don't know what else I would say. But also, like, there are also other terms, like the way they're talking about, like, their home, basically. And all that stuff. It's just it feels very organic. Let's put it like that. This is something I very appreciate about the writing here. Also, there was one of the flow thingies that I could follow into the sky. Just have to... You're just going to go over there?
Try drifting next time.
Yeah, let me just adjust. Okay, I'm still too heavy, I guess.
Seems like that's the highest we'll get.
That wasn't too far off. Look, there's another bridge over there.
Ugh, I wanted to go all the way up.
We'll have to lay off the apple dues then.
Wow. The trash talk. But it feels like a new bridge then, I guess. Oh, something you loved about this game? I mean, with like so much writing, you really hope that the writing's good, right? Okay, let's get some crude rust. And some fine rust. And some medium rust, I don't know. I remember we got progress by basically cleaning the whole island. Also, we can actually see another island from over here. Like, the other islands were also far... Wait, is it part of the same island? I mean, we can float over water, right? Am I remembering that right?
Did you feel that?
What?
Like a tremor.
No, I wasn't paying attention.
I hope I imagined it.
More tremors
Can we
are
go
not
just
great.
a little bit slower?
You should take the lead. Set your own pace.
Yeah, the characters do seem interesting. Like, I talked about this like the first stream. I was very unsure
Don't
when
you
I...
get dizzy with all these U-turns?
No.
Yeah, but I like it.
I was very unsure about this game, like when Pexi recommended it, just because I have not gotten like good impressions of like, especially like romance-style stories, for the most part. Like at least the ones that I've seen. Like, you know, I'm not that big of a romance guy, you know, and like I wouldn't go out of my way to find games like those. But generally, I do not have high hopes for them in video games, just because video games writing tends to not be the best, right? And a lot of it's...
Take a break.
Indeed.
Why do we...
If
I'm
you
gonna
told
pause
me
it so I
one
can
day
actually
I'd
talk
be
about it.
millions
Just because, like...
sec from the apiary watching rocks flying by.
Okay, now I can talk. Basically, video game writing tends to be kind of weak, and a lot of the time it's also just because it has to like accommodate a lot of play types, especially like in RPGs or something when you have like potential romance options. Your character can be basically everything, so it has to be like kind of a blank slate kind of relationship where it's just kind of generic. Here the advantage is that like we are playing the characters, obviously, but they have strong personalities and they are allowed to have so strong personalities. So this is also like the reason why I'm talking about like this being like a potential for a good book or like a comic, because like we can't really change a lot about their personalities. I mean, we can give them like a confidence boost every once in a while, but I don't expect that to make a massive change in their characters. I mean, I'm just assuming here, obviously. Like, maybe this is like a game where I have like a bazillion paths depending on which answers you are giving, and you know how the characters are going to change. I can't really talk about this at this point, but again, like I feel like just because they have strong characters, it really allows the story part or the narrative to really take over and actually deliver on something.
Beautiful, isn't it?
I'd say intriguing. I'm trying to figure out how it works.
I'm pretty sure you don't know how nucleosynthesis works either. But you can still appreciate the stars in the sky.
That's true.
It could be worse.
Yeah. Actually, this is all thanks to the matchmaker.
What?
Think about it. Imagine the matchmaker had put us together. We would have spent our boring lives in the apiary without surprise, and we would have never ended up here, together, watching rocks flying by.
I mean, I feel like there are not very positive answers here, but hey, they're loafing. Yeah, basically, like from what I gathered, it's like they call it like the apiary where they're coming from, and there's like the matchmaker. Basically, you get assigned a partner that you are going to marry, basically, from what I understand. And they both had like a potential partner, and they both wanted to be together instead, you know. And then, which is why they were fleeing their planet, basically. Don't really know what the matchmaker itself is. Maybe they're like just a bunch of them and just like a job description, or maybe it's like an algorithm. Who knows? Maybe we'll figure it out at some point. Do I care about those rocks? I mean, I care about rocks.
This is no joking matter. For all we know, the apiary is hot on our trail right now. If they find us and they bring us back, we'll see how much you want to thank the matchmaker.
That was just a turn of phrase.
Not a good one. Alright, come on. Let's go.
I can just see it like at the end of the game we figure out that the matchmaker doesn't actually care about us. Right, like they haven't even noticed that we left. That would be a classic, but...
Why am I always the one leading?
So I get to stare at your butt.
Wow, no staring at butts, we are changing. Can't believe that.
Another one.
People in bonking distance over here. You can look from here. Can I?
Double backflip. What's up?
Well, I have to admit, I just flipped once.
Oh yeah, so did I. It's a double because there's two of us.
Oh, okay.
So that was just an achievement. I don't know how I did that. It's like the more important part. Right, this is the line we followed over here, so it's probably this line that we should follow. Let's drift, and let's drift. Am I using the right button, by the way? Oh wait, I figured it out. It's the other button. Okay. I figured out how to drift. I'm such a smart cookie over here. We do have a lot of rust going. Okay, I could not climb this rock for some reason. Ah, yes. And over here, this is a new bridge, right?
Been there.
Well, yeah, that's where we came from.
Okay, it's not a new bridge. Wait, but we have like something else glowing over here. This might be one... Wait, first of all, this looks like something we can pick up. This kind of looks like maybe one of the parts we are looking for. Maybe?
Do we agree this thing does not look very natural?
Yeah, it's probably satellite debris or a rocket propeller. This part of space is a real dump.
I don't know. This stone circle around it still looks weird to me.
This? These aren't stones. They're Bryums mollis mollis. Bloofs, for short.
Bloofs?
Yeah, because when you sit on them, it goes...
Ooh, I like.
Oh.
Huh.
Enjoying sitting. The joy of sitting.
I think I could fall asleep right here. You? You?
Who? What? I told you I'm not going back. Go bloot yourselves!
You. It's me. I think you fell asleep.
Oh, sorry. These bloofs are way too comfortable. You can't leave me here.
If we ever need to sleep under the stars, we'll know where to come.
Oh, we can camp now. Okay, this is where the mechanic works. Right, like they talked about being able to like I know we can heal at either our nest or like a camp. It is the first campsite we found, so I guess we can heal and eat if we... No, don't do bunkable things here. I just wanted to check how much food you need. I mean, you could eat if you wanted to. You can also eat like a little bit later. But first of all, I kind of want to figure out... I mean, there's definitely stuff over there.
Just a little off track?
No,
Yeah.
there's
Are you
still some
okay?
pepper.
Enjoying the view?
Definitely.
No, wait. Did I pick everything up over here? Because it looks like there's still fruit on the floor.
Come on, grow, little bud. You can do it.
Guess not. Okay, the question is, where do I want to go? So, just happy that I found a campsite. I mean, you know, I expected there to be campsites. You know that I talked about this. At... Wait a second. How did I miss this one though? I'm gonna check that one out in a second. I just wanna pick up all the stuff here. Like, I talked about it, but you know, obviously we didn't find it last time, which is why I was so confused about why I was supposed to pick up all the stuff. I expected like maybe there was like a possibility for us to basically create our own campsites, but I mean that also kind of makes sense.
If we both do a 180, are we doing...
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a 360. That's how degrees work. Right, this is a new path. Is it? Those guys are new. Freaking drift loons. I'm gonna touch them.
I feel like she's avoiding us.
Well, too bad for her. Gonna do it, you know? Gonna touch them.
This is where we came from,
I
isn't it?
know.
Certainly is.
Can I boost? No, I don't think so. Stop avoiding me! I just wanna pet all the pets. I guess we can look at that cat over there. Cat thingy.
Loot!
No, just chasing. Wait, was this the
Can't
island?
catch us that easily.
This is a new one.
Whoa. I'm not sure what his toy did to him, but I wouldn't like to be in its place.
Hold on. Isn't that...
What?
Let's get a closer look.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
I mean, I first wanna collect some more of this rust stuff. And then, I'm guessing it's going to be combat. And we all know how I feel about combat. So.
Don't turn around, but I think we're being followed.
Yeah, I get it, but I have to... okay, I was too slow. I have to actually do combat. Now let's see if I can still... Oh, wait. I was actually able to attack already.
Booyah!
Figure out what's... That's fine. Yeah, you just attack me. It's fine.
That.
You go, girl.
I'm gonna use...
You got
Wait.
You started it. Let's get.
Like, again, I've mentioned this like last time. Like,
you okay?
this game kind of fries my
Go, girl. This
brain
one's mine.
when it comes to combat, just because
Saw
you have
that.
to press different buttons all the time to attack.
He's right.
Oh, come on!
Pacify all.
Almost done.
Well done.
Look at them
Done
being
and
pacified.
done.
So peaceful. Squeak.
Hey, are you sure they canceled the colonization? Because we've come across a lot of infrastructure at this point.
I'm just telling you what I read in the archives.
Could it be that the archives are lying?
I mean, they definitely could be. Maybe it's like the secret haven for everyone who doesn't like the matchmaker, you know, like, or maybe they are getting funneled into here, so they can be caught more easily later. I don't know. But it doesn't really make sense why the hive would build like structures like this here, unless it's like for, I'm gonna call it like the police force.
Of course they could be.
Okay.
Did I just see that thing eat up a flow thread?
Sure did. That's probably why these creatures don't seem affected by the rust.
Good for them. But I hope they're sparing some for others. Us, namely.
I mean, maybe he can chase you now.
Don't be scared. We're just trying to take a closer look at you.
Maybe not.
Are you sure you know where we're going?
You know what? I'm just gonna touch this one.
Okay. It would seem that he's not gonna share his toy.
What did I tell you?
Gonna use blast first just to figure out
Blammo.
what.
He's too impervious.
We should coordinate our attacks.
Wait,
Missed.
I cannot start
Same
this.
attack on 3. 3.
Okay. Actually, I have to do it like this.
I think we found the right technique.
I mean, it's a new technique. That's the
Ready
next
when
thing.
you are.
Just don't just punch
That
me.
looks bad.
Oh yeah, yellow. That's the whole problem here.
On your mark.
For some
Anytime.
reason, like I mentioned this before, like sometimes
I'm sure he felt that.
it's just feels like
Same
it should be
attack, same
turn-based.
sound. He's too impervious.
We should
gonna
coordinate
shield.
our attacks.
Just to check, like, can I
Alright,
deal? Okay,
same
can
attack
absolutely
on 3.
not deal damage.
3.
Okay,
On your mark.
Go, go, go!
Are you all right?
could you please get in here so we can do
Ready?
a dual attack?
Now!
Like the timing
Want
just
some
feels
more?
kind of weird.
Missed.
We should try and strike at the same time.
Okay, that kind of worked,
On your mark.
Now!
just barely.
Woo!
Cool,
All
okay.
set.
Go, go, go!
How many more impacts do you
Boom,
want?
baby! Okay.
I mean, they are definitely
On your
giving me
mark.
enough time
Go,
to
go,
shield.
go. Aha! Ready when you are.
All
Come
set.
on.
You go, girl. You block, I'll hit.
Yeah, I feel like you're both blocking. Okay.
Same attack,
Wait, it
same
was
sound.
Surly.
He's too impervious.
We should coordinate our attacks.
Booyah!
The kick. Pacify.
This one's ready.
On it.
Kapow!
Who's next?
Who's next?
You left this toy behind.
That's not a toy. Looks like...
Hmm. I mean, that's definitely an antenna. I would say more a robot than a machinery. It kind of makes sense. It's probably a machinery that we do know. So.
A robot?
Almost. It's a Draka. Drone for autonomous cartography. Very old tech. The kind we sent out to Beauty before it was integrated to the apiary.
Oh.
Seems like they pondered integrating Source for a while as well. I wonder why they changed their minds.
Could be the fact that this planet is scattered like a puzzle.
Probably was a factor. The Draka may hold some answers.
You're kidding.
No, really. Stuff from that era was built tough. We may be able to boot it back up.
Potential map, you know.
Okay. I might have spoken a bit quickly. The flow circuits are completely fried. But look at what I was able to salvage.
Anti-grav sticks.
The anti-grav chips don't seem to be damaged. I should be able to make them compatible with our boots by tweaking the connectors a bit.
Whoa.
Even better, the mapping module is also working perfectly.
Ooh, a radar.
If I plug that into the glove's power source, it should... Boom! This should be very helpful for finding our way around the bits of land.
You never cease to impress me.
Ah, that's nothing really. These old machines are plain and simple astronautical engineering. Not like the new stuff with boronic nano components everywhere.
I have to say this this might be like a weird comparison, but it kind of remind no bonkability abilities here. This reminds me a little bit of Pikmin. Which sounds maybe weird, but like the way you're getting like upgrades there, which are also like the collectibles you need. I hope I didn't like ruin your Pikmin experience by spoiling like a 20-year-old game here, but still. Okay, I'm gonna display it.
That way we can map out the different bits.
Yeah, and with this, we can make our way back to the nest a lot easier. Hey, look! It says there's another bridge in this area.
Perfect. That way we can test if your thingy works.
That's neat. I don't know if the red just means that it's the island we are on, or if this is kind of a status about like how much rust is still on here. So. Basic Pikmin 10 out of 10? Basically, yeah, sure. And Pikmin is great, you know? Wait. Is that the name of the island in Kuyatai? Maybe? I don't know. We should check that one once I leave the island here. I don't actually... Like I've talked about this before. Like, I do like following like the flow lines here. But I still don't really know why I'm doing that, right? Like, we have like the symbol like on top, right? That's kind of showing us how much flow we have connected, but it's full. And I don't actually know if we ever are going to use that again. Because we can't really collect more than just, you know, but being full, I guess.
They're right behind us.
Right behind us? I was, you know, dashing towards them. It's not really behind us. Ooh, food.
We're gonna get stuffed.
Sure. Ah, Mr. Pepper, no. Also, I don't really know if the camera, like, that is zooming so far out, is that helpful while I'm being chased.
We're out of reach.
I mean, I guess it's a good indicator to show how long it takes until, you know, we're out of reach. Also, I wanna pick up.
This one is nice and ripe.
Oh. Oh wait, I can scratch something. Scratch! Another pet. Oh. Not quite oink, but, you know, still acceptable. You're just following me now? Because I scratched you? Wow. Can't believe that they want more scratches. Can't just demand them, okay?
Again?
Oh wait. That wasn't so... Oh wait, I can now use dual attacks all the time.
Oh, bloot!
That's not... Okay, it was still
Let's
active,
get it
okay.
over with.
And done.
Chill.
Go,
I should
go,
probably
Kay.
do that properly. Wait, you can
I
heal?
got your back.
Sweet.
I'll let you attack once.
You.
Take that.
I should probably, you know, when I'm already using the attack, then I should probably do it properly, right?
Ready when you
Wait
are.
for another second or so. I just used to impact. Why didn't you attack?
Ready?
Now.
This is again like one of those things where I'm not
No
quite sure what
way.
is happening. Oh, I see why I should pacify
Ready when you are.
All set.
enemies.
Eat it.
Please don't heal before I punch you.
Go, go, go.
It's not.
Bloot.
I'm guessing it's just like the way
go,
they are
go.
attacking sometimes.
Flute.
Okay, I need the other dual blast attack or probably.
On your mark.
Anytime.
Blast? That's not
Your
dual blast?
turn.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
At least I finally get why there's like a pacify all as
Great
opposed to
job.
like regular
welcome.
pacifying.
One to go. 3.
Target
Probably
locked.
enough, right? Yeah.
Yep. Saw that. This one's ready.
I'm on it.
Bye bye.
You know, one day I'm gonna, you know,
Make a
split
good
my
team.
brain halves and I can probably play this game properly, but
At least
until
we
then...
didn't spare any effort.
We're just tagging out now, a lot more peacefully. It's probably
Right on. Seems like the radar is working.
Are you
neat. Oh no, pillow fight, no! I'm going to attack, no!
This is weird.
What is?
It looks like there's also a pre-recorded location on the radar.
What could it be?
I don't know. Little Draka's favorite picnic spot?
In that case, we definitely have to check it out.
Okay. Over there, there's like another bridge. This one just brought us back. Okay, they all have different names, okay. Chogatai, okay, all clear. Outposts, all clear. All clear, I don't know. I do like that there are like some notes. I don't know if the all clear means like a progress in the like the rust status, I'm gonna call it. Could be. Can I fast travel? I can place a marker. Okay, it's dialogue. Ah, okay. Okay, well, that kind of makes sense because they're obviously the same. Back to the nest to tinker with the boots. I should probably do that. name? B name? I don't know. It's like the next location. Just wanna see what it looks like if I mark something. Doesn't show me. Oh, okay, it shows me like this, okay. Well then, let's unmark this. I also like that you can use both D-pad and the analog stick. But I feel like now that we are already third, we should probably, you know, that's oink, right? Yeah, that's oink. Hey, oink. Scratch time. And also give, you know, okay, the chance. I want to switch character here, okay? Both of you have to have the chance, you know? It's important.
Okay, I'm sorry to say it. I can't go any further without eating something.
Same here. We need to take a food break.
Well, lucky are you, I guess? Oh no, he's been hurt. No.
Come on, give me your boots. Once I plug in these chips, they'll be like a whole new pair.
I can barely figure out left from right as they are.
Well then, I mean, you're just working on those? Okay. It's neat, I should probably heal. Ooh, 68 health, 62 health, maybe? Maybe it's actually time to properly use the health kit. Is it though? I mean, it's 300 health, but do I want to use health kits here? I feel like this is not a game that's like particularly hard, right? Like it's described as mostly easy, but there's like an even easier mode in that sense. So I'm guessing there's going to be a way to recover health kits at some point. I don't know, I'm just gonna use one. Ah, yes. You know, they've given us those tools, we are going to use all of them. Oh, teleporting around. We can enhance. We can cook. Is there something else I want to do? Have we had those already? Oh, masala? Cooking. I guess we can eat it now. I've not. Yeah, okay.
I have to warn you, it's very spicy.
Perfect. That's what you call very spicy? Okay, you alright?
Yeah.
You really do have baby taste buds.
I mean, spice is not a taste.
18, 19,
Or flavor.
20. Keep on going, my love, you're strong. 21, 22.
You know I'm able to count on my own, right?
Yeah, but I like to watch when you do push-ups. That way I feel like I'm participating.
22 push-ups? I mean, I could totally do that, you know, easily, you know. I just choose not to, you know. Sure, let's be nice.
Okay, where were we?
14.
Huh? I thought it was at least 20.
No. See? You do need me to count. Alright, back to it. 14, 15, 13, 14.
Somebody doesn't, you know, something doesn't add up here. You had like single-digit numbers. I mean, I probably do too. To be fair, I also have like this thing with my wrist, you know, I can't actually do proper push-ups. I can only do like the planks that you do like on your elbows as an alternative. So, you know. Alas, all the problems. I mean, I could just, you know, progress the story here and just interact with that stuff, you know. Anti-grav boots. Ooh, we need 10 of those stuff. Okay.
I am gonna kill them. I swear I am gonna kill them.
Are you sure you don't want to take a break, get some fresh air?
No! These bloating anti-grav chips aren't the boss of me.
I still don't understand what the problem is.
The problem is, there is such a thing as a standard. And the Borons who designed this drone thought it might be fun to improve this standard. Except, if you take a standard and improve upon it, you get...
I mean, it's two standards. I mean, you know, if XKCD has made a comic about it, then it's the truth.
2 standards?
0 standard.
And so now, it looks like I have to machine these boron chips. Just so they can fit in these blooting boots.
Anything I can do to help?
No. I'm okay. I'm done.
What? But that was super quick.
Well, yeah, when you have the right tools.
I mean, since you were complaining, I was thinking that it would take a while.
It's a matter of principle. Let's go. We'll see if these work outside.
Anti-grav boots. And let's be honest, like 12 is like great if you've not really, you know, practiced. I couldn't do 12, you know. Look at that little guy just walking in the corner.
Ready to test these bad boys?
I guess. What are we doing?
Okay, follow the thread as usual, except this time we should be able to make it till the end.
Ooh, neat. You never noticed the little pal? I mean, I do like the little pal though. Okay, let's get over here. You know, like I'm somebody, I paid way too much attention to loading screens just because I spent way too much time in them. So, you know, I get used to it. I do hope that, you know, at the end of the flow, I'm really going to be in some sort of flow state. And that state being like another island.
Woohoo! That's
Neat.
awesome.
You've traveled across space, but floating a few feet above the ground is awesome?
Awesomeness is very subjective, you.
In any case, these boots are working. We should try them with that thread we weren't able to use last time.
Do you remember where it was?
The mapping module certainly does.
I mean, I do remember it. Because I'm great at maps. People being sad in loading screens. Oh no, we actually have like a lame plate down here now. Which is also kind of neat. Anyway, I have to still switch islands once. Also, I don't actually know. Is there like I do know that there's like a meter for...
saving those for later? Of course.
we do have like a meter for hunger. I don't think there's like one for exhaustion. So I guess we can just continue through the night. Okay, now. Shogari. Let's look into this one. I mean, there was some flow around here. Right, I mean, it shows me. Look at those guys. And should be this one, right? No, it's not this one.
Master at work.
I mean, truly, we are the masters of work, I guess. You want me to go over there? I don't remember where
I'm kind of struggling. I should have drifted a little.
No, you don't have to drift all the time. I know you're complaining all the time that I'm not drifting enough, but sometimes I just wanna, you know, stop for just a moment.
As you wish.
Sure, let's trade places. If you're complaining already. Because like sometimes I just wanna think for a second, you know? Sometimes you just have to relax for just a smidgen of a moment.
There we are.
I feel like a whole new world just opened up.
Oh yes.
I hope we'll find what we need in this area to repair the nest.
I mean, we do have a lot more buildings over there. And they do remind me of like clotheslines over there. Also, there's like a witch room. Can I please get close?
Turquoise nodulated cap, semi-resupinate, smooth margin, and hymenium is adnate.
Wait, which button was it? There was one where I could, because I skipped like one line of dialogue because I pressed A twice. Where was it? It was over here, right? Okay, it was just
Anastomizing lamellae are condylar with sharp and regular marginettes. Short viscid stripe, flaring slightly underneath the lamellae. Subric fibrous flesh, tight under the hymenophore yet spongy around the tubes. These are definitely Helicobacinium applanatum.
Sure, neat. I mean, you can't just ask if they're the good ones or the bad ones. They are shrooms, and we do know, you know, that eating shrooms is a fate worse than death. Never forget. So cool.
Cool.
You got that right. Not only is Helicobacinium applanatum edible, but it also has healing and immunostimulating qualities. An all-in-one first aid kit.
That's perfect. Let's binge on helicaps and immunostimulate our guts.
Helicobacinium applanatum?
Yeah, like I said, helicaps.
Helicap. Neat. I can almost remember that. Okay, let's check out those buildings over there.
Well, there's no doubt about it now. Source was clearly colonized.
Look at these. They don't look like research outposts.
These are clearly dwellings.
I don't understand. Why would Exonova lie in their file?
That's what bothers you? There are tons of reasons people lie. I think the question you should ask is, how was the apiary able to colonize an entire planet without anyone noticing? Where did the people go? What does that mean for us?
I mean, it could be good news. Like, you can always think about it like positively. Like maybe there was just like a lot of other couples who thought like, hey, let's just escape. We are going to steal like some of the building materials and build something here, you know, for example. And then they just disappeared because they found like another, I don't know, higher flow state or something like that. Who knows?
I would like to think it's good news.
Really?
I don't understand what happened here, but if Source had indeed been colonized, then abandoned, that dramatically increases our chances of finding something to repair the nest with.
That's what you call good news?
No small victory.
Okay. We'll make do.
I mean, that's also true. I mean, we can't just find a radio in the wild unless it's, you know, the planet has been colonized before. I don't even recall if we need a radio. We probably don't need a radio. But it was just an example.
Ha! Another seed.
And
2 to
why not?
nothing is a pretty good start.
Hey, the first one didn't count.
What? Why didn't it count?
We hadn't started the contest.
Okay, 1-0. But that's only because I know I'll win.
And that is exactly what will cause your downfall.
Wow, cheating already here. Can't believe it. Okay, do we have something?
2 to nothing.
Okay, beginner's luck. But watch out, it won't last.
Wow. I guess I have to switch characters now. So the luck doesn't last, you know? Can't just fake stories here. I also still don't really know, like, we always find like those locations where we can't really do anything with those, at least currently. So I don't really know what I feel about that yet, so, you know? Anyway, this should be the path forward? I mean, there's still no rust or anything, so we can't really collect anything here. Outside of food. So I guess we can just continue.
This is where we came from.
This is where we came from?
All right, I know.
I mean, I totally knew that. Probably to the right then. But where does it hide though? Maybe I have to follow this line? Let's see. For like back and forth?
Ow. You whipped me with your hair.
I'm sorry. I can't control it.
Maybe don't there. I mean,
Signature move, perfect execution, 10 out of 10.
there's more of those blue stuff, so I'm guessing this could be a hidden exit. Yes. Okay. At least learning to notice that stuff. Little guy. Supime, okay. Supime. There's another path that we could take instantly. Wait, is that just like a shortcut back? It seems like it. And I'm guessing the symbol, like we have like 2 different, or like actually we have 3 different types of lines. The one we just came from is like such a wiggly line, and again, like, you know, no bonkable activities here, please. We have like the other straight line. And we do have...
No. I'm just unwinding.
Yeah, unwind. We have like the other one that's kind of an arrow. So I'm guessing this is like a one-way direction?
Beep, beep. Pick up the pace.
I'm doing what I can. I'm fighting with front-facing winds over here.
True. Always complaining about the wind. Oh, campsite. I guess we can sleep here if we want to. Do we need to here or like eat already? Status? I mean, we can kind of just continue, right? Can I leave? No, I cannot leave. I have to sleep now. I guess it's time to sleep then. Rip daylight.
We still haven't checked out the fragment flagged by the Draka.
It is kind of far, though.
Guess I can just jump over all those islands or something like that. Because obviously, like, currently it doesn't seem like there's a lot that we have to
Hey, I know
find.
this place.
You know this place? Wait, did I just take the wrong one? Did I really just take the one wrong? Ah, obviously. Wait. Navigation, you know? It's a skill. Okay, I have to go to the other side of the island, so it's... Oh wait, it's actually rust.
Will you leave us alone?
I mean, we could also just fight if you want to. Wait, you're really freaking fast. What's up with you, Bug?
We're all good.
Oh good, sure, you say that. You know what, we're just gonna fight. I say that and miss the guy. Let's fight. Duo blast.
On your mark.
Now! Your turn.
I got this.
Okay, I
I
couldn't
got
shoot
your
in time.
back.
Sweet.
Duo impact?
All set.
Now!
He's ripe for the picking.
Harvest.
Okay, I couldn't shield
got
in
this.
time again.
You bet I do.
I guess if I really want
This
to
one's
use that.
mine.
I should actually be smart about those
Ready?
attacks.
Go, go, go!
Because,
You know what to do.
On it.
because obviously they can block like one of the attacks most of the time.
We're on fire. Done and done. That's how we rock.
So we rock it, this is
That's
how we
one
buck.
more.
Kinda wanna go up here. Okay, it just leads us back here, okay. Isn't this the like place we came from? No, it's not, okay. It's actually a new path.
We made it.
Still no clue as to why the Draka had this location in its memory.
Good question, yeah. I mean, there's something over there. Maybe to send some signals? Some weird antenna? Guess we can check that out in a moment. But first... Wait, did the ground?
Did you feel that tremor?
Yes, and I don't like this at all.
I mean, earthquakes are like a valid reason to not colonize
Should
the
we take a
planet.
closer look?
Come on. It can't.
I mean, we can't do something, I guess.
On your mark.
Go, go, go!
Duo blast!
That looks bad. You know
Another
what
book.
to do.
I mean, that's impressive.
You block. I'll hit.
Congrats on finishing another book, I guess. yeah, do your smack. I'm gonna do like 2 different attacks.
Blam. He's
Just to be
ripe for the
smart about
picking.
this.
Harvest time.
You.
Yep, saw that. Now that should do it.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the book.
Done and done.
Done and done, yeah, exactly.
We make a good team.
Wait, you're not supposed to eat them? Well, that explains so much. And I was wondering why everyone enjoys
wouldn't have
like the
gone
chill
this
books
way.
now.
Besides the snide comments, do you want to lead?
I'm taking the lead.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the lead, I guess. No. Okay, this is Definitely a little bit more over here. Let's see, let's see. Huh. Robot facility? Maybe it's like a repair station for those. You're just looking. Staring at us. Being weird. Freaking stalker. Can't even get, you know.
Wow. I was wondering if we'd ever find one.
What is it?
A drone charging station. For those that aren't built to harvest their own flow.
Just like our old Dracker buddy.
That would explain why its location was still in its memory.
You mean to tell me that this is some sort of flow pump?
No. I mean, that's exactly what it is.
I mean, that's actually kind of neat. I mean, we find like so much flow all the time. Did we, like, I feel like the explanation for flow the last time was something about it just being here, you know, like some mystical energy that can be harvested, and that's kind of it. So I'm just gonna say it's neat, you know?
That's awesome. Do you think it still works?
Let's see.
Definitely has nothing to do with the earthquakes. I believe in it. Okay.
What's the matter?
It says system malfunction, error log sent.
Sent as in...
I don't know, Kay. Sent. Did we tattle on ourselves just now? If the apiary is receiving a message coming from source, they're gonna know it's us.
Hold on. Can this thing really beam a signal all the way to the apiary? We're millions of lumsec away from the closest planet.
Yeah, that's true. I'm probably overreacting.
Until we figure it out, we probably shouldn't stay near this thing.
You know, the thing that was built to send error messages back to the apiary, you know, clearly isn't capable of doing that. I mean, why would it? That would be silly, if you ask me.
Another one.
Another one. Like, I do like being ahead of the curve and, like, picking up all the stuff.
This one's a little rotten, isn't it?
You're a little rotten.
Huh?
Sorry, it was a reflex.
Wow, what a your mom reflex. Crazy. The question is... Okay, there's actually, like... We can actually continue over here. But I still want to collect, like, more of the rust stuff first. You know, while we are already at it. I'm wondering if we have, like, some sort of indicate... Wait, we can actually check that one. Menu map. Pick up engine hood. To be better explored, there's still a bit of rust. Okay, so it actually tells me if there's still rust. So I'm guessing we only have to clear the big pieces. It's probably going to be enough, because before I always try to, like, fully clear everything. But I'm guessing it's just, like, the glowing ones. We can at least figure that one out once we finish over here. Let's see. I mean, there's still something to the left. If I saw that correctly. I mean, maybe... Okay, that's like a big piece.
Can you keep up back there?
Are you kidding? I have to go in slow motion.
Ah, yes. Clearly, slow motion. Let's see, maybe this one actually brings me to the place I want to check out, like over there. Because that seems like the last piece of rust over there. Nice. Some fruits. Okay, we already had those. Can I just kind of climb up here somehow? Not really though. Maybe from the other side? Seems like something. Because otherwise there's probably either a way for us to jump later on, or we just have like a... Can I jump down here, please? Like... Okay, now it works. I just need to get like a little bit more speed every time. Also, I feel like this could be like really annoying to watch with like how I control the camera. I always feel like... Unless this one brings me even higher. No, it seems to be bringing me back. So I feel like maybe, just maybe, we can't actually reach that last piece. Which is kind of annoying. I don't know.
Not bad.
Hey, that's for cooking.
But how would I get there otherwise? It would be really annoying to come back to this island just for like one small little thing. I mean, I can do some flips over here, but that's not quite what I want to do. Also, which direction will this one lead me? I guess this is the one that I actually have to check out. And the other one I saw on the back was probably the one we came from. Saving progress. Pinnacle, okay. Well, time to collect more rust then. Ooh, this is actually a big old island.
Rather than fall asleep, you could take the lead.
I mean, if you're offering, you know, then I guess I'm just gonna switch. This is just gonna be like the rule from now on. Every time they are complaining, I'm just gonna switch. And if that means that someone is losing games, they're making up here. You just look like some rust to me for just a moment. I'm just gonna shield.
I got your back.
Sweet.
Are you okay?
Impact and blast, just to see what's more effective.
Eat it.
Okay.
Three.
Hero leader?
Are you alright? You block, I'll hit.
Yeah, block and hit. That's not quite what is happening here. Gonna do like impact and blast.
Oh, boo.
Impact blast, but the other way. I should probably do combo attacks. It's probably more effective.
Your turn.
I got this.
Okay, that's KO animation just looked really funny just there.
Bye.
Mid attack defeated and
That's how
just
we rock.
teleporting back. Got something for pacifying some? I'm guessing I should probably, you know, pacify all the critters on those islands. It's probably what I should be doing, but you know, again, like I dislike this combat. I don't know. It is very, very much hurting my brain in a way that shouldn't actually be possible. For something that sounds like on the surface level is so simple. You can always get that stuff. Because like I also noticed like whenever I'm
Cattle aspirata. A bulbous plant from the Suppalaceous family.
would be neat if I could actually you know, finish my thoughts. Whenever I'm like, you know, floating atop of that rust to pick it up, like the weird symbol on top of me, like the thing that tells me how much flow I have, always kind of seems to wiggle around.
This flower has an incredible feature. It can flap its petals to send olfactory signals upwards and attract pollinators in the sky.
I wasn't asking.
Wow. Should have been asking.
But you can tell me what that is.
That's a big one. A little large for a pollinator. But she doesn't look very aggressive.
Why is she flying in place like this?
She may be attracted by our smell. Or by something that's in our pocket. Do you want an apple dew? Oh, okay. Nope, no apple dew.
Some rust?
What are you doing? Why would she want some rust? This? Ah, she likes this.
What was that?
Leftover roasted apple dews.
She didn't want apple dews, but roasted apple dews are good?
Such is the power of cooking.
Huh. Anyway, she doesn't seem to have any issue traveling from one islet to the other.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I mean, it's a very bad idea, but you know, quick travel, maybe that's an option.
Yes, and that's a very bad idea.
We must not be thinking about the same thing. Because I'm thinking about a rather excellent idea.
I'm pretty sure that you're thinking what I'm thinking that you're thinking.
Oh yeah? Go on then. What am I thinking?
You're thinking about climbing up on top of her so we could ride her to other islets.
Oh. Yes. Can you explain to me why this is a bad idea?
Ever heard of the law of attraction? Gravitational pull? Broken bones?
Come on, you. I thought you loved flying.
Yes, with seats and safety belts. Oh yeah, and cockpits too. Plus, how do you expect to climb on top of her? She'll never cooperate.
We just fed her. We're buddies now.
Kay, you're out of your mind.
If I manage to get on top of her, you'll follow?
And if you don't manage?
I will rub your feet every day for a week.
2 weeks.
10 days.
Sold. Do your worst.
Ready to
Friendship.
get on board?
I guess.
Do I have a choice?
A bet is a bet.
I hate you, Kay.
No, you're gonna love it. You'll see.
Have to press something?
Why isn't she moving?
Maybe she's waiting for directions. Let me try.
Ooh, right an islet. Select an islet on the map and you can select an islet you have been... Wait. It has been killed of rust? Okay. So I guess it is quick travel then. Also, I should pick up something over there. I just realized. This is a comfy spot, but I can probably just return home if I want to. I'm just gonna leave it for now. I wanna clear some more rust, and then we can probably quick travel back at some point. Even though I still wanna, you know, revisit that previous island just because we missed one thing there.
Poor guy.
And 3.
You are not even letting me take a look.
Well, rip to that. That happens if you always, you know, make me switch on opportune moments, you know, then I'm gonna let Kay win, I guess. You're just gonna continue to sit there? Okay. I feel like we need to clear this pile over there as well. By just running into them. Yeah, I should probably use Duo Blast.
You go, girl.
Ah,
You
I want
got
to
this?
shield.
You bet I do.
Gonna wait for the attack. I can probably do like a blast attack here. And then impact.
Shielding.
Bam!
Just in case, I'm just
I'll
gonna
keep
shield.
them at bay.
Okay, I feel like both will attack Kay, so I'm just gonna leave
You know
that
what to
attack.
do.
On it. You're safe.
Nice.
Wait, which one do I have to use? Duo impact is fine,
Your
right?
mark.
Anytime.
I said duo impact. Like again, like sometimes I don't know what the game
Meet
expects
my
me to do.
boyfriend.
I need to do blast, yeah.
Blammo.
There you go.
One to
okay.
go. You.
Yep. Saw that.
Look at them turning green.
We make a good team.
Neat. Okay, this is the next island. No? Wait, you heal like that? That's neat. The power of hugs. Well, you know what? I feel like... Wait, how much damage have we taken? You're also quite hungry. Would I head out now? Well, I mean, we are also at the very end of stream, basically. That's kind of what I want to talk about. I kind of invested in this game's story as well.
Psychologically? No.
Well, that's great to hear. I will definitely continue in the following days, but I just wanted to have like a shorter stream. I will return like to the base now, and then I will probably end stream. It's gotta be done.
But it's gotta be done.
Then let's go.
I have a feeling I'm gonna regret this.
No, you're gonna love it. You'll see.
Why isn't she moving?
Maybe she's waiting for directions. Let me try.
Directions. Let's return home.
Whoa!
Off we go. That worked. She understood. Thank you. I'm afraid that's gonna be a bit tough for us to say.
Burble? Can we call you Burble?
All right. Burble it is.
Hey, Burble. Are you sticking around? We might want to go back to where we came from.
Wait, where are you sticking around? I'm misunderstanding that. Just hanging around. Anyway, like I'm gonna figure it out next stream probably. I just wanna. Oh, you're hanging out over there. First of all, hey Oink.
Who's a good oink? Who's daddy's oink? Who's that? Oh, you are. Yes, you are.
Very adorable. And we have to do the double scratch. Very important. Look at Oink. Oh, so great. Such a good boy. Right. Neat. Let's return here. We wanted to do some upgrade stuff, but maybe next time, saving in progress. I feel like we can just end here then, if there's like some saving happening here. Let's see, there's probably a settings thing. Yeah, title screen. Let's return over there. And let me thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna switch over to the just chatting screen just for a moment. Yes. This has been a weirdly successful stream, I feel like, for how short it was. Let me put on some music. Thank you guys for watching. I will definitely continue, you know. Oh, danke, yeah, definitely. I will definitely continue playing this game. Like I mentioned this like a month ago that I wanted to continue, but, you know, internet issues and just being busy and all that stuff. Tomorrow and the day after, I still want to stream something. I might just continue Haven. I'm gonna keep you updated, and I'm gonna decide, like, spontaneously before the next stream. Anyway, I'm gonna head out now. I'm gonna, you know, I don't know, take a nap or go to sleep soon, because, again, like, I'm kind of tired. I've been awake since, like, 2 AM again. And, you know, I technically have to fix my day-night cycle, but I kind of currently enjoy being awake in the morning where I'm productive, you know. I always talk about how I'm, like, really productive in the, like, the very early morning hours, like, from 2 to 4 AM. And it's really easy to have those hours to be productive if you're awake, you know, if you're waking up, like, at 1:30 or 2 AM. Anyway, still, thank you guys for hanging out. We will pick this up again soon, I hope. And being awake in the morning is overrated. I do agree. I hate being awake in the morning, but I do like being awake at night. So anyway, bye. I hope you enjoy reading more and like your outer wilding and stuff. We'll see each other next time. Till then, bye-bye.